Hello and welcome back. This is a Good 5 Cent Cigar, URI's only video newscast, and I'm your host, Lucas Masiello. This week, we're going to the Memorial Union to check out a cookie sale, checking out tacos at a beachfront bar, and catching up on men's basketball. All that and more with this week's Good 5 Cent Cigar newscast. First up, every week we walk around campus to find out what's happening on the ground around URI with the Robillard Report. Our managing editor, Nathan Robillard, is sick this week, so we sent staff reporter Ryan Palillo to the Memorial Union, where he found the Kappa Delta sorority teaming up with Girl Scouts for an on-campus cookie sale. Ryan, tell us more.
I'm Ryan. I'm standing here in the Memorial Union as Kappa Delta is hosting Girl Scout cookie sales, and I'm actually about to buy some Girl Scout cookies using Venmo, which they take. So I'm going to walk you through the process. I'm totally new to this. I have not bought Girl Scout cookies on campus yet, but I do have Venmo open. Looks like there is a great Venmo QR code for me to scan. I'm going to scan this. I'm going to scan this right here. They also take Cash App and Venmo. So how much is one box of Thin Mints? Because that is what I will be taking. $5. All right. Well, I'm going to put in my $5. What's this for? Thin Mints. It's the best Girl Scout cookie. And my payment has gone through. Like one box of Thin Mints. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. All right, we are here with
Piper.
All right, Piper. So you're selling Girl Scout cookies here today. How long have you been here?
Probably 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Okay, so how has it been going? Have a lot of people been showing up and buying your product?
Not as many as they usually do.
Okay, not as many. Do you think? Would you say that you're having fun here today, though?
Yeah, we are.
Is this your first time on URI's campus?
Yes.
How do you like the campus?
I like it a lot.
You like it a lot. All right, hey, that's awesome. Well, we love to have you, and we hope you keep selling more Girl Scout cookies. Are you going to be here any more that you know of?
Not that I know, but we're always here more than one. Actually, yeah, we'll be here tomorrow.
You'll be here tomorrow. Awesome. All right, well, we'll look out for it. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ryan. Later, we check out the menu at a beachfront bar and check out one of the nation's oldest lighthouses. But first, Aiden Garvey brings us this week's Roadie Sports Corner.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Roadie Sports Corner. I'm Aiden Garvey. Desperate to get back to their winning ways, men's basketball hosted Loyola University of Chicago on Sunday afternoon in an A10 matchup. I was able to sit on the baseline and catch all of the action from the contest. I'm here outside the Ryan Center where the Rhode Island Rams hosted the Loyola Chicago Ramblers on Sunday afternoon, where Loyola Chicago took the game 77-67 and had two players scoring 21 points. It was just too much for Archie Miller and the Rams to handle.
The Rams had only won 2 of their last 8 games, and welcoming in a top contender in the conference was sure to be a test for Rhodey. Opening up the game strong was Rhode Island, with attacks from several different approaches. It was a David Green three-pointer that gave the Rams a 14-9 lead 7 minutes into the game. However, poor defensive rebounding began to plague Rhode Island as second-chance points gave Loyola the lead back.
And to be out-rebounded by 15 rebounds at home, give up 11 offensive rebounds, no offense to Loyola, but they're not one of the better offensive rebounding teams in our league. For us to only have 5 offensive rebounds in the game and just minus 15 on the glass, usually when you're minus 15 on the glass, it's like you lost by 30. We didn't battle.
Despite the poor play on the glass, Rhode Island was able to keep the Ramblers from running away with it. Their lead grew to only 6 at the end of the half. Coming back from halftime, though, turnovers overtook the Rams and allowed the Ramblers to swiftly grow their lead to double digits.
Second half, in the first 4 minutes, I think we had 3 straight turnovers in a row after scoring the first couple baskets of the second half. That deflated us.
The difference maker ended up being Loyola's offensive production. It gave the Ramblers the advantage, outshooting the Rams from the field, from beyond, and at the line. Loyola paired these aspects with great defensive play as well. Even with the loss, third-year guard Brandon Weston stood out for Rhode Island, leading the Rams with 15 points. While shooting 55% from the field, Miller had nothing but praise for Weston postgame.
You know, I'm proud of Brandon. As much as anything that goes on and, winning and losing, you love to see guys grow up. And Brandon, without a doubt, unquestionably, has become our team and our locker room leader. He's about the right things. And he's trying really, really hard to do the right things, say the right things, be about the right things. And usually when you're immersed in doing that, things sort of go your way. And in his case, he's added a significant boost for our basketball team. He's trying to play hard, and he's playing extended minutes right now, and he's showing that, quite frankly, he's one of the better players that we have. But I'm proud of Brandon. He's got a great attitude, and we're going to need him to kind of continue to stay that way.
In the end, it was the Ramblers ending up on top, and the Rams dropped to 11-14 on the season.
The Rams are back in action this coming Sunday at noon as they travel down to Philadelphia to Tom Gola Arena to take on the LaSalle Explorers. For Cigar Sports, I'm Aiden Garvey. Women's hockey took the late slot on Friday night as they hosted the University of Maryland. Abby LePage has the story.
I'm here outside Boss Ice Arena following a weekend homestand for the University of Rhode Island women's ice hockey team, which started with Friday evening's matchup against the University of Maryland Terrapins. Following a 10-0 performance last weekend against Division II opponent Worcester Polytech Institute, the Rams stayed within the division to face off against the 10-13-1 Terrapins. The Rams, sporting an identical record, sit third in their division in the American Collegiate Hockey Association. The first period was scoreless for this tightly contested matchup, despite 2 power play opportunities for the Terrapins and 1 for the Rams off of this Maryland hooking penalty. Maryland goaltender Sydney Molnar and Rhode Island goaltender Amelia Lambert both had their work cut out for them in the second period, with Molnar facing 13 shots and Lambert 8. Physicality also ramped up in the second period and earned the Rams 2 power plays. Here's what head coach Nikki Friesen had to say about her team's special teams units.
I think our power play probably left a little bit to be desired. We're still working on that, but our PK is coming along really nicely, and that's been an impressive part of their game as they've developed over the course of the season.
The game saw some 4-on-4 action after a Rhode Island roughing penalty and a Maryland tripping penalty. However, neither teams were able to take advantage. Freshman forward Claire Falcone had this opportunity in on Molnar towards the end of the second period, but it would not be her last. Just when it looked like the Rams and Terrapins would go another period without any tallies on the scoreboard, junior forward Megan Wentworth fed a streaking Falcone in the slot to give the Rams the 1-0 lead. Maryland started the third period with energy, scoring the tying goal 3 minutes and 43 seconds in. Coach Friesen talked about how her team began to play after Maryland evened the score.
I think it was a fantastic response. I think our energy was pretty high all game long, and their goalie was just playing a great game, so props to her, and I think that the way we responded was perfect. The girls were going, they were excited, they were ready to go, and it worked out.
The Rams recorded a game-high 14 shots in the third period. Their efforts would pay off. Wentworth and Falcone picked up the assists on this one as they found freshman forward Marissa Cataldo wide open backdoor to put the Rams ahead once again with only 3 minutes remaining. The Rams held on to win, taking this one by a final score of 2-1. For the Sports Corner, I'm Abby LePage.
And now for some scores around campus. Men's basketball fell to Loyola Chicago on Sunday afternoon. Women's basketball was victorious against Davidson on Saturday. Baseball debuted their 2024 season and won the first of a 3-game series with the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley this past weekend, but dropped the remaining 2 games. Softball left the Wofford Invitational with a record of 1-5, with their 1 win coming against Wofford on Saturday. However, they lost 2 games to St. Francis and 2 to Northern Kentucky. Finally, they were defeated by Gardner-Webb to close out the weekend. Men's track placed 5th of 8 teams at the Brown Invitational, and women's track placed 4th of 10 teams at the same event. And women's tennis bested Providence on Friday before topping Quinnipiac on Sunday. That's all for this week's Brody Sports Corner. Be sure to keep up to date with everything in athletics for this coming week on our social media at cigar_sports. Back to you, Lucas.
Thanks, Aiden. Here's what's going around campus this week. This weekend, URI Theater will be presenting Macbeth at the Fine Arts Center. Tickets are available for shows held Thursday through Sunday at 7:30 and Monday at noon. Women's hockey will take on UMass Friday at 7 at the Boss Ice Arena. Head over to the Tutel Aquatic Center Saturday at 2:30 for Campus Recreation's Build-A-Boat competition. If you're looking for a break from the dining hall, the Kingston Congregational Church is offering free homemade hot meals on Sunday at 6 p.m. Last Thursday evening, students and faculty were surprised to find themselves locked out of their email and eCampus accounts, with IT services announcing the following morning that there was a system disruption. Most accounts were able to be re-accessed through recovery emails, although many students reported being unable to reset their password. Students also reported receiving sign-in notifications on their account that allegedly came from a Macintosh computer in Rhode Island. URI's interim Chief Information Officer, Gabrielle Fariello, addressed the campus community in an email Friday evening, announcing that the university is working with an external forensic firm to investigate what led to the disruption. The university has not commented farther on the matter beyond announcing that eCampus was restored late Friday. Stay tuned for more updates as they come in. Every weekend, at the Ocean Mist Bar in nearby Matunuck, you can find a long line of students waiting to get into one of Rhodey's favorite watering holes. Liz Gomez went there to try the food menu and show that this spot offers much more than just a bar on this week's segment of Ocean State Eats.
This is Liz Gomez with the Good 5 Cent Cigar, and I'm here at the Ocean Mist in Matunuck, and we're trying the $5 taco baskets tonight. It's cloudy with a chance of tacos.
Okay, we've been waiting for approximately 10 minutes. The waiting experience has been quite interesting. We've heard some very interesting conversations, but we're just waiting on the tacos right now. I've seen them bring tacos to every single other table. Some girl had 5 tacos in her hand, 5 taco baskets. People are loving them tonight, and I can't wait to try them for the first time. Bingo.
Initially, I thought it was going to be 1 taco, but to my surprise, we have here 3 tacos. We have 3 chicken tacos and 3 beef tacos. 1 bite, everybody knows the rules. Very juicy, very tasty, well seasoned. The vegetables just the right amount. The crunch is amazing.
Some salsa verde, and then one bite, one bite. Everyone knows the rules. Chicken is seasoned perfectly. So many good little vegetables in there. I'm gonna give it 8.5 out of 10.
Right now, I'm putting some of this nice, juicy green sauce on my taco. I will be trying the chicken taco now. 1 bite, everybody knows the rule. Cheers. I can see what the hype is about. Chicken's very tender, very juicy, well seasoned. The sauce on top is just the right amount of spicy. 10 out of 10.
So this is the beef taco that I will now be trying. Again, 1 bite. Everybody know the rules. Here we go. I think that the chicken was a little better. The crunch is so good. The tomatoes are so fresh, and there's so much meat in this. It's a quality taco. Look at that. Honestly, flavor-wise, but like quality-wise, 10 out of 10.
Overall, great experience here at the Ocean Mist in Matunuck. 10 out of 10, recommend, and I will be back here for the bingo and the taco baskets.
7 years of lovely tacos and lovely bingo. So worth it.
Thanks, Liz. Last up, Aiden Cahill goes to Jamestown for this week's Aiden on Location.
Today on location, I am at the southernmost point of Connecticut Island, checking out one of Rhode Island's most historic spots. Welcome to Aiden on Location at Beavertail State Park in Jamestown.
Located less than 10 miles and 30 minutes from campus, Beavertail is just down Route 138 and through Jamestown to the island's southernmost tip. The first lighthouse built here was constructed in 1749, though lookout structures have existed on the point since the turn of the 1700s, according to the Register of Historic Places. The first tower here was the third lighthouse built in the Americas, but it has since been rebuilt 3 times. The lighthouse has been home to multiple experimental foghorn systems throughout the years, as well as an early experimental gas-based lighting system.
I'm sitting atop one of multiple batteries built as a part of Fort Burnside during World War II. Built in 1942, this fort accompanied multiple other forts along Rhode Island's southern coast and the mouth of Narragansett Bay. Newport's always had a large naval significance, so protecting it was a must. Even though the history behind this place is incredibly cool, I think ultimately this is the true selling point of Beavertail State Park.
Just coming down here and sitting on the rocks, surrounded by the sea and away from people, is honestly an incredible experience. Beavertail is a beautiful park and absolutely worth visiting. But above all,
lighthouses rule. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Aiden. That's all I have for you this week. Make sure to stay tuned for all your URI news here at the Good 5 Cent Cigar Newscast, URI's only video news source. I'm your host, Lucas Masiello, and as always, have a great week, Rhodey.